On October 22nd at around 8 in the morning, the Seven Seas mariner anchored off the island of Santorini in Greece. We went ashore via a local tender, then buses waiting for us at the port of Athenios drove us to Oia, located on the northwesternmost part of Santorini. Santorini is an island in the southern Aegean Sea, about 200 kilometers southeast from Greece's mainland. It is the largest island of a small circular archipelago and is the remnant of a volcanic caldera. Santorini became independent from Ottoman rule in 1821 during the Greek War of Independence and was united with Greece in 1830 under the Treaty of London. The town of Oia is noted for its picturesque architecture. It perches on the top of the cliff. The village looks both inward onto the caldera and northward onto the Aegean Sea. It seems to be a smaller, quieter version of Fira and is a very trendy place. This postcard-perfect village on Santorini, with its narrow cobbled streets, is a treat for your eyes. The traditional architecture of Santorini is similar to that of the other Cyclades, with low-lying cubical houses made of local stone and whitewashed or lime-washed, with various volcanic ashes used as colors. Therasia is the second largest island in the volcanic island group of Santorini, also known as Thera, in the Greek Cyclades. Thera and Therasia were separated by the Thera eruption. Therasia has a land area of 9.299 kilometers and its population was 268 inhabitants at the 2001 census. It is part of the community of Oia. The Oia Marina. The Greek Orthodox Church in Oia. The village of Oia is packed every day by thousands of tourists who arrived during the season for the out-of-this-world views of the caldera. Oia's population is mostly Roman Catholic. Fira is the modern capital of Santorini. It is a traditional settlement of whitewashed houses built on the edge of the 400-meter-high caldera on the western edge of the semicircular island of Thera. The view from Fira is magnificent, with a nice panoramic view of the 18 kilometers long caldera, plus the volcanic island Oia Village at the center, with Therasia Island in the distant west on blue Aegean water. Big cruise ships can usually be seen anchoring in the small harbor between Oia Village and Fira. The Catholic Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Fira is in great contrast to many of its Byzantine neighbors. The pitch exterior makes it stand out from afar. The clock and bells tower is very ornate, and the inside is just as decorative, with large religious portraits framed with pillars. The interior of the dome is painted in lilac blue, and the arches framing the windows around it are painted in orange and cream. The cathedral was restored and opened in 1975 after suffering from the earthquake of the 50s. The Cathedral Church of Candlemas of the Lord in Fira stands proud at the top of a hill, and its clean white walls and elegant arched cloisters attracted our attention. The church is open for all to visit, but photography is not allowed. So to complete this travelogue, I have captured pictures of its interior from the internet. Enjoying a cup of coffee and dessert. Access to Fira is mainly by roads on its eastern side, climbing from its port via the Z-shaped footpath on foot or on donkeys, or by riding the steep cable car from its lower terminal by the port. The cable cars travel up the path, and in 3 minutes' time you are comfortably in the beautiful town of Fira, Santorini's capital, which is at an altitude of 220 meters above sea level. The Lola and Evangelos Nomikos Foundation was established in 1979 by ship owner Evangelos Nomikos, who paid for the cable car system and its installation. Scala, the port of call in Santorini, is located at the bottom of the caldera cliffs in Fira. It does not have a terminal, and visitors are tendered ashore by small boats. During high season, the island hosts as many as 80,000 visitors per day, and there can be as many as 5 cruise ships arriving in the same morning, making the port one of the most crowded ports of the world. Then it was time to say goodbye to picturesque Santorini and to enjoy a 5-course dinner at the Compass Rose restaurant on board the Seven Seas Mariner cruise ship.